Well, hello and welcome to everyone. Well, today we're going to be making carrot cakes, right? I'm going to be making 2 carrot cakes, and I'm going to make my cream cheese filling. And I also have a secret ingredient that is really going to spice up this cream cheese filling, okay? I'll tell you at the end of the video. And we're going to cover this cake as well, alright? So we're gonna start off by grating our carrots, and we're gonna be needing 3 cups of grated carrots, okay? So when I'm making my carrot cake, I usually add a little piece of pumpkin to it. So for this recipe, we're going to be using 2 cups of granulated sugar, 2 cups of flour. We're going to be using 1.5 cups of vegetable oil. We're going to be using some grated carrots. This is 3 cups. And then if you want to add some nuts, some cashew or pecans to it, you could add that, but I'm not using that right now. And then I got 1.5 cups of rum soaked raisins. These are raisins and they're being soaked in rum, right? Then we're also going to be using 2 tablespoons of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of baking soda. We're going to be using 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and then we're going to be using some salt, 2 teaspoons of salt, 4 eggs, and that is what we need for this delicious carrot cake, okay? So let's get rolling. Okay, so now we are going to combine our dry ingredients. We're going to put all those together. So to our flour, we're going to add 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Then we're going to add our 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of salt. Okay, so then we are going to combine all that with our granulated sugar, but we are going to sift the flour and all those ingredients that I just added to it. So now we're gonna mix all that dried ingredients together: the flour, the sugar, the baking powder, the baking soda. Combine with that just a few stirs, and then we're going to set that aside. Alright, so now we set this aside. So now we're going to do our wet ingredients. We're going to start by adding our 1.5 cup of vegetable oil. And remember, I'm making 2 cakes, right? So I'm doubling everything, right? So if the ingredients I'm telling you looks more than you know they are, then it's because I'm doubling my recipe. Need 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Now we're going in with our eggs. Alright, so now we're gonna just dump all that wet ingredients into our carrot and pumpkin that was grated and was sitting and waiting. Alright, we're gonna just mix that a little bit. And then we're gonna start folding in our dry ingredients to this mixture. I'm just gonna do it little by little. Pour some in, then you fold it in. Then we're gonna add our raisins. And at this point, if you were gonna add any nuts, any cashew or any pecans, you would add it at this stage as well. So, as I said, these raisins have been soaked in rum, and that rum is also gonna add flavor to this cake, like Jamaican Ray Navy rum. Smells so good right now. Okay, so I did a taste test, and I think I'm gonna add a little bit more flour to this. This is how you become a good baker. You have to taste that batter, and from tasting the batter, you should know what ingredients you could add to make the cake like the best ever, all right? Okay, so after you have completed combining all the ingredients, you're gonna pour the batter out in a baking pan. Now the baking pan of your choice. I'm using these 13 by 9s because I'm gonna be making some rectangular layered cakes. So now I'm gonna be using my technique that I told you about, that I use to get moist cake every single time, alright? That video that I did. If you want to make moist cake every single time, you need to watch that video, alright? Or you could just look what I'm doing right now. So you need to get a piece of foil paper and spray that with some olive oil or some cooking spray. And then you're going to cover your cake and let it bake like that. If you do that, you get a moist cake every single time. But your cake is going to take longer to bake, and you don't want to open that oven before the cake is fully raised when you're using this technique, okay? And we're gonna bake these for at least 1 hour at 350 degrees before we open and check it, okay? So when I'm baking, I put my pans on a cast iron pan or skillet, and I make sure that the middle of the cake is on that pan, because this would help, or this would assist in baking the middle of the cake faster. Okay, so these cakes are done. They bake for about 1 hour and 45 minutes total. Okay. Okay, so after the cakes are fully cooled, we are going to remove these cakes from the pan, and we're going to set them on a board so we could icing and decorate them, okay? After you have finished removing the cakes from the pan, you just set them aside. Matter of fact, it's better for you to put them in the refrigerator so they could start cooling. When you're putting on the icing, it would be easier, right? Okay, so now to make our cream cheese frosting, right? We're gonna be using 3 8-ounce package of cream cheese. Then we need 2 sticks of butter, or 1 cup. And we're gonna start off with 3 cups of powdered sugar, and we'll adjust as needed. Okay. Then we need 2 teaspoons of vanilla, I'm gonna be adding 1 teaspoon of almond essence, and I also have a secret ingredient that is really gonna spice up this cream cheese filling. Okay, I'll tell you at the end of the video. Okay, so we're gonna start off by sifting the powdered sugar. So we're gonna add our 2 sticks of butter firstly, and as you can see, this is room temperature butter. It's very soft. The butter has to be room temperature and soft. If it's hard, then that's gonna be a problem. Alright, then we're gonna use our hand mixer and cream this butter before we add our cream cheese, okay? Okay, we're not gonna cream this for very long. Then we're gonna add our 3 8-ounce packets of cream cheese. After you add your cream cheese, you give it just a little mix, then you add your vanilla. Two teaspoons of vanilla. And in my recipe, I use a little bit of almond essence. Let's just do just a little bit less than a teaspoon. And then we're gonna mix that together. So now we're gonna start adding our powdered sugar, okay? And we're gonna do that a little bit at a time. And you're gonna wanna start. You wanna start at the lowest speed possible. If you do it at high speed, then you'll have sugar all over your kitchen. Then you could turn up the speed. And now this is my secret ingredient. Alright, I'm telling you, if the cream cheese frosting that you're making is not for kids, if it's not gonna go on anything that is for kids, you wanna try this. You wanna put some Jamaican white rum in your cream cheese frosting. It will be the best cream cheese frosting you ever tasted, I can tell you that. And let me measure it for your sake. Alright, so you want to put like 2 teaspoons. You want to put like 2 teaspoons of that rum in your cream cheese frosting. And instantly, the smell, the scent that's coming from this cream cheese frosting makes you want to start eating it already. I could tell you that. Alright, you see that stiff peak right there? See that? Perfect. That's what we're looking for, okay? So now we are ready to spread this cream cheese frosting on our carrot cakes, okay? Now I'm gonna combine these layers. This might be a very unconventional method of combining these cakes, but if it works, it works, right? If it works, it works, okay? Okay, so now it's time to decorate our cake. All right, looking good. Put this in the fridge. Let these set for a minute. There you have it, a beautiful and delicious carrot cake.
Thank you for watching my video. Please like, subscribe, and share, and comment in the comment section.